Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Radio Show on Hotline Radio. The show is about encouraging others. It's about uplifting others. It's about transforming lives one story at a time. And we have another incredible individual with us today. She is the Chief Encouragement Officer, CEO of the Wright Career Solution. Please welcome Daisy Wright to the show. How are you doing today, Daisy?
I am very well, thank you, Nikki. I'm here on this call.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time. And let's get to it. So tell us about your background leading up to what you are doing today as a Chief Encouragement Officer, which I love, by the way.
Thank you. Well, first of all, I love the fact that your show really helps people who are or contacts people who are in the business of transforming lives, because that's what I have been doing over the past several years. And I'll just give you a quick roundup of my background. First of all, I worked in corporate for a number of years before moving here to Canada. And on my way to Canada, we stopped in New York where my husband has family. And while I was there, I decided to apply for a job with the United Nations, thinking I would get a short-term 3-month contract. Mm-hmm. But that my first contract was for 6 months, and then soon after I realized I was pregnant with my son, and we ended up staying there for 1.5 years. But I worked with an organization within the UN, a department within the UN, which was UNIFEM. It is now called UN Women. And that really put things in perspective for me. One, to help me to get accustomed to people of different cultures and background. It was such a learning experience. But also to learn a whole lot of things about women and the challenges that they face in their different countries. And that kind of pointed the way to where I am now in terms of career development. And as I said at the beginning, I worked in corporate for a number of years and then launched a resume writing business after 5 years with a company where I wasn't growing. And at the same time, I applied for a teaching position at Sheridan College, mm-hmm. and where I taught at the time it was the Faculty of Business, I taught the Executive Office Administration program.
Yeah.
So I did both. I did teaching and I did my resume writing business. But while I was doing the resume writing business, doing the resumes and the cover letters and so on, people started asking me, my clients started asking me, okay, so now that I have this fantastic resume, how do I interview and how do I get a promotion and how do I change careers? Because you have been able to do that. And that kind of set me on the path to enrolling in the postgraduate career development program at Conestoga College. So that's pretty mm-hmm. much where how I started in the careers fair. And then once I graduated, I went full-time into my current business, which is the Wright Career Solution.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Okay. Mm-hmm. And what kind of services do you offer?
Okay, so I work with people such as executives, managers, mid-career professionals, and they usually hire me to help them stand out from their competitors and attract the right job or career opportunity. And I do specialize in career coaching, executive resume development, interview coaching, LinkedIn profile writing. I also, in terms of the coaching piece of it, I help clients gain clarity and self-awareness. I help them to articulate their success stories, showcase their geniuses. I also conduct workshops that supplement the coaching offerings. In addition to that, Nikki, I'm a certified career management and executive leadership coach and resume strategist. I've also authored 2 books, No Canadian Experience A Career Survival Guide for New Immigrants. That has been a Canadian bestseller in the job hunting genre. And my second book is Tell Stories and Get Hired. And both of them relate to the job search and career fields. So at the end of the day, bottom line, I work collaboratively with clients to help them find satisfying careers and get hired faster.
Okay.
That's what I do in a nutshell.
Fantastic. And that sounds just so rewarding.
It is. It is rewarding.
You know, it's something that you fell into. I mean, this passion work that you have, it must have transformed you too. How has it done that?
Yes, it has transformed me for sure. And I think it's more the results that I have seen from my clients, or the testimonials that they have given to me to say, you know, it has made their lives different. It's meeting someone whose self-esteem or self-confidence was at their lowest, and after a few conversations, you know, helping them to validate themselves, their success stories, you know, to remind them that they do have value. That's where the reward is. Yes, the money is important, but when you're able to see someone coming from a point where they can't even look you in the face because they're so beaten down by, you know, whatever, and to see them, you know, months later acting quite boldly, acting confidently, you know, feeling self-assured. They have their career marketing documents to go with them. They feel confident interviewing with companies, telling their success stories. Those are the rewarding aspects of what I do.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Can you think of an instance where someone approached you and you entered into a client relationship and you saw an incredible transformation that you are proud to be part of that journey? Can you share something like that with us?
I'm telling you, I have so many, but I'll tell you this one. A client phoned me, a potential client phoned and left me a message that she heard she needed career counseling. And the message, she sounded so despondent. So I phoned her back and I said, are you sure you're looking for career counseling or career coaching? Because they're different. Counseling is a part of it's more therapeutic. So you need somebody who is a counselor, trained counselor. I'm a coach. So I'm speaking to her. Yes, there's a difference. And in my profession, you have to know from an ethical perspective, you have to know your limitations. And what that means is if she was looking for counseling, so say she had some mental issues or some issues that are outside of my professional expertise, or I discover during the conversation that, you know, she's probably, say, suicidal, for example. That's really out of my league, and I am required by my ethical guidelines to refer her to somebody who deals with that. So that's where the counseling comes in. So counseling kind of looks back on where you are, but coaching moves forward. So anyway, back to her story. I just wanted to be clear about that. So back to her story. Okay. So when we met, she was the one who, she could not look me in the face. She was so down because she had given up her corporate job to look after her daughter. And while she was doing that, she said, you know, I could probably go into entrepreneurship. I'll do some work with one of the Molly-Maid type of companies and see how that works. And she said she did it for a while, but it was just not her. She did not feel she was getting the satisfaction out of not only entrepreneurship, but out of what she was doing. And she said she wanted to get back into the corporate world. Yeah. So, but when we spoke, I realized that she was really, really down. So we couldn't even enter the job search process that early. We started to talk about, you know, what her values are, you know, what's going on with her, how, you know, if she had everything in terms of money, what would she want to do, and those kind of things. So we had some sessions, and finally, and I realized her confidence was growing because she came back to me once and she said, Daisy, do you know they asked me to do the collections in church? And she said, I didn't even know why. They had never asked me before. So I said, oh, that's great. Anyway, long story short, she came to me one day and she said, Daisy, I'm ready to do the job search. Let us work on the resume and so on. And we did that. She started looking for job opportunities. And she went on a couple of interviews and, nothing was happening, but she was not down on herself then. Then one day she said to me, Daisy, I want to have a job by the middle of next month. Mm-hmm. And when she said it to me, it was the 15th of February because it was my husband's birthday.
Oh, wow.
And do you know, on the 15th of March, she got a job?
Wow.
She phoned me on her way and she said, Daisy, I can't even wait until I get home. I just got a job. And it was the 15th exactly because she said she wanted it the middle of next month. And it was the 15th of March and she was going to start on the 19th.
Wow.
And, we talk about being intentional.
Yes.
And that was her. She was slowly regaining her confidence to the point where she could actually go and interview, talk about her, tell her stories, and then to be intentional in saying, by the middle of next month, I want to be employed. And she got the job offer the middle of the month, of the following month. So that's one of the stories that, will forever be riveted in my mind, on somebody who had come to me lost and unable to focus, back to somebody who, yes, she actually ended up getting a job doing exactly what she was doing prior to her maternity leave.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is quite powerful what the mind can do.
Mm-hmm.
When you are, like you said, focused, and when the mind focuses, it creates all the synergy you need to manifest what you want to happen.
It does. It's a matter of, we have to be conscious of the self-talk that we're giving ourselves. So many of us get up and we start off with this negative self-talk about I'm not good enough, I'm not, I can't do it, and, things like that. And that clouds your own judgment. But when you approach it from the positive perspective to say, yes, this is a great new day, and I am going after what I want, it makes a difference.
Absolutely.
You're right.
Absolutely.
So I incorporate a lot of those kind of positivity things and activities in the work that I do.
Okay, excellent. I think what you're doing is just absolutely amazing, and I know that the listeners would love to know more about your wonderful services. And I know that you operate out of the Brampton area, but you are a global citizen,
right?
So you are you're available anywhere. So tell us where we can reach you.
Okay, so first of all, my website is thewrightcareer.com. And it's THEWRIGHTCAREER.com. My blog is daisywright.com. My phone number is 647-930-4763, and it's not a cell phone. Some people have sent me text messages on it. I'm very active on social media, and my Twitter handle is careertips2. Number 2 go. So that's CAREERTIPS, the number 2 and GO. And I'm on LinkedIn and Facebook. Just put my name in, Daisy Wright, and they'll find me there.
Okay.
Excellent.
Thank you. Yes,
You're welcome.
You've been listening to some great motivational tools, and really want to thank Daisy Wright, the Chief Encouragement Officer of the Wright Career Solution, for stopping by and sharing the good word with us. So please don't hesitate to reach out to her. She's definitely a woman with the right tools to help you get to the next level in your personal and professional life. And we look forward to having her live on the stage of the Nikki Clarke Show coming up in September. So you don't want to miss that live taping so you can meet Daisy face-to-face. So you've been listening to the Nikki Clarke Radio Show on Hotline Radio with a very special guest, Daisy Wright. And we just want to thank you very much, Daisy, for all your time. Have a wonderful day. God bless.
I want to thank you too, Nikki. Thanks a lot.
Oh, you're more than welcome. We'll see you very, very soon.
Yes.
Thank you.
Looking forward to it.
Now. Absolutely. Bye-bye now.
Bye.